So real talk, how are you feeling? No, seriously, how are you feeling? It's a very easy question to throw out there. Loads of people say, you okay? Everything cool? But where's the significance in the ways we engage with this? Because over time, it's very easy to say to somebody, oh, you alright? Yeah, I'm alright. But is that significant? Are we really being honest with ourselves? Or are we just internalizing and isolating those feelings? Now, I'm not going to make a very deep video about emotions, but there are things that happen that is very easy to just keep in a box, tie a ribbon on it, put it away. Now, it's good to do that in certain situations. You're a paramedic, you're on the front line and you're seeing people in some horrific scenes, some horrific accidents and circumstances. So in the moment, yes, okay, cool. You will need to put your emotions in a box. But when you finish your shift, you're better off opening that box. If you need to cry, if you need to just rant to somebody, that's a lot better than keeping all those boxes stacking up and stacking up. All those boxes, they'll just fall over. And then you'll have a massive mess to clear up. And not just a casual, hey, you alright? Yeah, I'm alright. You alright? Yeah, I'm okay. Now, when we walk past each other on the street, you see a friend or a relative, you might have a deeper chat with them. And that's understandable. You know them. It's okay to ask for help. Because ironically, asking for help shows strength. You've identified that something's not quite right. You need some support with it. But what's weakness is just taking on every single thing, overwhelming yourself physically, emotionally, mentally. And like I said, when you have all these different boxes full of different emotions, anger, upset, confusion, anxiety, eventually all those boxes will come crashing down and they will crush you. And that's just honest. That's real talk. You need to put yourself first. Be stubborn. Not in an arrogant type of way, stubborn, but stubborn where you're saying, that's too much. I learned this in 2018, my first full-time job. And I kept saying, yes, I'll happily do that. That's fine. But what I kept doing was, kept saying, yes, okay, I'll do it. And it only took for me to be rushed to hospital to the point where my body would shut down. I was doing way too much. Now that woke me up. So to anybody out there watching this who is doing so much, doing an absolute shit ton, it's okay to be busy. It's okay to have a busy schedule. Be occupied. But don't overwhelm yourself. If it's too much, say it's too fucking much. Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to others. You need to be honest. There are times when we might feel upset. Crying is not a weakness. Men, especially, we don't like to open up about our mental health because a lot of people do shut us down. However, if you're honest about your emotions, and then later on someone says, oh yeah, Dave, you seemed off. There's a reason. If he's explained, I'm struggling today, and then people just left him to struggle, that's not really caring. And that's why Dave, it's a random name I plucked out of thin air, but if Dave is struggling and no one's made a couple minutes for him, it's all good to say I'm too busy. Sorry, I can't see Dave, too busy. But some people genuinely will leave people to struggle. That's not cool. You need to put yourself first. Focus on the goal. If it's too much, take a break. Don't give up, just take a break. If you give up and say, fuck it, I ain't doing it anymore, well, whose fault is that? Nobody's made you decide to give up. It might feel like that sometimes when people don't care or they show a lack of interest, but at the end of the day, if it's your goal and you want to achieve it, if you give up, you have given up. Nobody else has. They might have contributed to you feeling overwhelmed or stressed or even just outright pissed off, but they did not make you decide to give up. Very big difference. They might have contributed to an overwhelming rush of feelings they do not ultimately decide to give up. And if you do that, that is all on you. Like I've said in a previous video about responsibility, it's your responsibility. When it's mental health, we need to talk about that. COVID especially definitely helped highlight that. And I know a lot of people who couldn't go to work, they weren't allowed to. They turned COVID, that negative situation, into a positive. So they said, right, I'm not allowed to work. I'm receiving, 80% of my wage? And I really, really wanted to start this business over here. So I'm going to take this money I'm earning from a job I'm not allowed to work and turn that into a business. I'm going to do my research and start that business. So then they slowly dropped out of this and they said, right, I'm going to leave my job that I now can't attend because of COVID. But this is my new business, my new career. Fortunately for me, I was still going for work. And I say fortunately, not unfortunately, because I look after vulnerable people who need care. So that was a fortunate thing. I was still able to go and do that. What's also fortunate is my headspace is not, oh, it's COVID, I'm scared to get it, I'm going to make an excuse not to go to work. I'm not like that. So fortunately for me, I can still provide a service to people. So I could say, unfortunately, I couldn't start my business during COVID because I was still working full-time, if not overtime. However, I'm not going to look at it like that. I'm going to say, fortunately, I could still go to work. Yes, I had to wear PPE, I had to wear the gloves, I had to wear the eye masks, of course, the good old face masks. It doesn't mean that it was a bad thing. Wearing PPE was to keep me safe and keep others safe. But the point is, people turn that negative into a positive. I know people now who have got successful baking businesses or successful art businesses because they turned that negative, couldn't go into work, was at home, into a positive. Let's start my own business. So you need to put yourself first, guys. Make sure you do that. Don't let anybody tell you different. Now, I know it's very easy to say all that, but I truly mean it. Why are we going to focus on all the negatives? Take control, be the best version of you. If anyone's going to try and put you down, let them. Why are you going to give a fuck about what they say? If they want to put you down, that's absolutely fine. Okay? They have their opinions, they have this ego and that they're right and everything. Okay, let those people go. Because if they really cared about you, they wouldn't be putting you down. They wouldn't be so negative. They'd be saying, oh, I wish you luck with it. Or I know a guy or a girl who's done that and they tried it, it didn't work. But I could always get you in contact with them. If people don't want to show you support and interest, that's absolutely fine. But know the real people from the fake people. Not everybody's going to be in your life forever. So these people who throw hate and who are always criticising you, putting you down, let them. Only you can let them get to you. Don't allow it. I'm recording this on a Saturday, ready for Monday when you're watching this now. So I haven't been to the gym much last week. Went to the gym, I think once, which isn't that good. But that's just because I've been taking a step back, trying to focus on myself, putting my mental health first. And going to the gym, it really helps my mental health. I cannot explain how much fitness really helps my mental health. However, I felt so tired, so physically tired through all the mental strain. I thought it's not really safe for me to do that. So I would go to the gym otherwise, anytime for my mental health. But I thought if I'm going to feel this lethargic, probably not the safest thing to do. But let's go and have that gym sesh.
Like the fire you'll soon remember.
Just wrapped at the gym. got a nice pump in. Really feeling stimulated with the muscles. Can really feel where I've worked. Definitely feeling those gains. Whoa. And in the UK, it's wet. And like I said earlier, I'm recording this on Saturday, ready for Monday. And it was snowing this morning in some areas. So comment down below if it snowed anywhere near where you live. And yeah, the grind don't stop. So guys, hope that was a very nice video for you. Hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like, subscribe and comment down below what you'd like to see next, and turn on those post notifications so you don't miss a new upload. I didn't want to start this video off so bluntly or abruptly, and that's not how I meant it to come across. But it's a very, very true thing about mental health and how we need to open up and make it a more common thing to discuss. Yeah, I'm not going to say normal, I'm going to say normalise it, but make it more of a casual conversation, even if it might be a difficult topic or topics to discuss. But it shouldn't be a thing where we're like, oh, I'm going to tiptoe around it. It should be a thing of, guys, it's a thing that happens with everybody. It's natural to have that. Okay, overwhelming rush of emotion and feelings. It's okay to discuss it. So hopefully that made some clarity on it. Hope that may have helped you. And please leave a like, because it really helps me out. So take care guys, much love, together we'll make the movement.